What up, tubers? Welcome back to another draft here on Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. Some more best of 3 of the Bloomburrow as well. Best of 1 is garbage. Best of 3, actually not the worst. Still not great, but not the worst. We have a pick 1, pack 1 Paw Patch Recruit. This card is dumb, so annoying to play against, especially if your opponent correctly offsprings it on turn 3. It just turns removal into basically blank cards. It's way too nice. Easy pick, not anything comparable. Love myself a good recruit. Don't love myself this second pick. Wow, this is quite bad, huh? What is the best card here? Yikes. I'm actually kind of at a loss as to what I want to pick here. I don't really want any of these lands. This is a rabbit, right? Not really a good card for the rabbit deck. Not really a good card for any deck. Wow, this might be the worst second pick I've ever seen. I kind of want to just take the Thistledown Players as like an okay 3-drop. That's how bad this pack is. Okay, well, that was basically a non-pickup, but it is what it is. Not a bad set of cards for our third pick, though. Safe green pick is like Root Weaver, although Sentries is also good. Best card individually in the pack is the Long River Lurker. I think I'll just stay open and take the best card in the pack. Seems the right way to do it in this format. Could take the Root Weaver now if we want to. That's probably fine. I do want to lean towards green if possible. Oh yeah, Longstock Brawl here's a good pickup. Always funny to see Frogmite from the special guest cards. Feather Flight also good. Rallier decent. Okay. I mean, the Plume Creed Mentor is the best card here. But I could also just take the Life Creed Duo, which has been a surprisingly good 2-drop in any white deck. But I guess this is the Signpost card. I mean, we might not be playing green. I'll take it. That's a very late host. 7th pick, pack 1. Okay, well, we're going to take that no matter what. Let's take the Uncharted Haven here over more filler. I mean, I guess the Crier would be okay if we ended up in blue-white. But the Haven's going to go into my deck no matter what, so that's going to be the better pick. All right, we got some options. Some combination of Bant. I still would like to lean towards green for Paw Patch, but I can't say that green has seemed particularly open so far. Stocking the Pantry is really cute with Recruit, but for the most part, I don't think this card is any good. We'll take the Crier now. Yeah, it's not bad. But yeah, said it a ton. Best of 1 in this format, I think, is garbage. You just don't really have much way to come back if you're not on the play. Being on the play is huge. There are other formats where being on the play is more of a benefit, but this is one of the higher higher numbers of being on the play win rate. So anyways, in best of 3, you do have a little bit more agency, it feels like. Actually, I haven't checked my rank in quite a while. We might have to play... no, we'll probably still be able to hold. This was our pick number 2 that had absolute garbage in it. Ice Stride's fine. Okay. Squire for the blue-white. Shore up if we end up in blue is great. All right, some kind of combination of Bant. Let's see what we get. Jackdaw Savior, our open. Okay, that's pretty good. Intrepid Rabbit here is great. Duo's fine. There's also a banner. Sure. I'm already pretty heavy on the 3-drops, but I mean, I can cut a few of them if need be. Take the Jackdaw Savior, see what happens. The Night Fisher for the flyer deck is fine, though I do think Sonar Strike might be a better pickup in this scenario. I don't know, it's actually kind of crazy how seemingly bad the Night Fisher is. You never seem to want it. I think the early removal spell's better. Oh, Starfall Invocation too. Okay, good. There is another Haven here and a Crumb and Get It, Dazzling Denial, maybe Wheels. All right, this is not a color combination that is often drafted. So Host is probably not going to be at its best here. Players and Lurker are all just going to be okay. But these are more filler for sure. In fact, we'd probably rather play the Long River Lurker over the other two, because at least it has some synergy with flickering creatures. That's not to say I won't run these, of course, but they're less good in this deck than other decks for sure. Another Night Fisher or a Nettle Guard. Let's take the 2-drop. I would not be surprised if the Night Fisher's wheeled. It's just way too much more important to get on the ground early, even if so far I just have a couple of 1 toughness creatures on turn 2, you know? That's the 3rd Night Fisher now. Well, that's what I'm talking about. You don't need to take those early. Yeah, here I'd almost rather just take like the Light Shell Duo or something, but I guess I'll take the first in case the others don't come back. I will take Hop to it. That's still fine here, and that makes the Host maybe an okay play. Another Nettle Guard for 2 mana. That's a very late Lily Splash. Somehow almost trying to convince myself to take that, but it's actually not crazy to play Thought Chucker. Sorry if I keep looking down. I have my son's camera on as he's fussing about trying to take a nap. Whenever you see me look down constantly, that's usually what I'm doing. Let's get some more Plume Creeds, please. I don't want to be running all of these bad 2-drops. Duo, I guess, is okay. Let's take the Denial. one of the other night fishers did come back around. How many birds are we at? 6. Oh, Spellgyre's not bad. And we opened a Beast Binder too. Good. Nice 2-drop. Stoat as a good 2-drop, Crumb and Get It, or Intrepid Rabbit. 3 good picks here. I mean, I have a lot of 2s now. They might not be great, but I don't think we need to take the Stoat. If I didn't have as many 2-drops, I'd probably want to take it. But we have the Host as well, so I think taking the Rabbit also makes sense. Escort's good. Another Crumb and Get It. I'm sure I will end up regretting not taking a single Crumb and Get It, but still just take the creature there. A little bit of card draw seems fine. Yeah, I mean, this deck's not very exciting, but it is what it is. Carrot Kicks is great. I guess maybe a rabbit charge wouldn't be bad in this deck. We actually have quite a few creatures. We can go pretty wide. Oh, Builder's Talent's really fun too. I don't think it's going to make the deck, however. But this is a super fun build around if you can. I mean, we only have like 1 Carrot Cake and whatnot, yeah. Elder or Denial, those are both good too. I think because my interaction is so low, I kind of want to take another Denial here. Come and get it, great. 8th pickup. Oh man, another Crumb and Get It. Okay, those are both good. I might even run both of the Crumb and Get It's. Or I guess we have Shore Up too. Maybe we go 1 and 1. It's probably a little bit better. Oh, we don't need the Spellgyre. Just cut one of the random, maybe one of the Criers, I guess. Yeah, a decent creature curve. Maybe not as much interaction as would like, but this like seems like a totally reasonable deck. Like, I would say 2 and 1 is would not be surprising. 3 and 0 would be reasonable. I would doubt that I go 0 and 3 or 1 and 2, you know? So, submit this and give it a shot. All right, let's go off to our first round with the blue-white birdies. Classic 8/8 mana base with an Uncharted Haven. This is a keep and cry, I guess. Kind of want to just draw 3 lands in a row. Pretty sad state of affairs. Okay. Well, I guess that's one way for the birds to win. Conspiracy theory, we're playing against Free Bird. I don't think I can keep this hand on the draw. Much better. We actually have stuff to do early on. So why did they just concede game one then? Huh. It's very confusing. Actually, we don't want to trade here. Because next turn we go Nettle Guard, and the turn after we can go Intrepid Rabbit and attack with a bunch of 4/4s. Alright, I don't think I need to hold up Sonar Strike yet, because they don't have anything in their graveyard. So, I mean, Zoraline might gain them a couple of life, but... Okay, that's a little bit more annoying now. I'm gonna go to 13, and they're gonna trigger the Star Charter. Guess I'm not gonna Intrepid Rabbit anymore. I'm just gonna attack and pass. I got wrecked by a lot of things here. Scales of Shale, Crumb and Get It. Okay, fortunately they didn't have it. I'm gonna fall down to 8. They still get to trigger the Star Charter end of turn. Ooh, and they're gonna go for the Augur. Okay. I think I attack with both. They might trade the 1/1 off for one of the 3/1s. We're gonna have to hope they don't have a way to kill my flyer. Sonar Strike doesn't do it individually. They would need to 2-for-1 themselves. Oh, they had Hunger as well. Okay. Vine Lasher is pretty bad for me. Let's see. I have to attack here, though. They hit another Nocturnal Hunger. Yeah, it turns out they conceded game one because they were just spotting me a free roll. So this is not a good play because what I can do is I can Nettle Guard my food in response, and then in response to that, sacrifice the food, and now they don't gain life from the Sonar Strike. I mean, if they have a trick, they have a trick, right? If I don't block, they kill me, so... Oh, they just had double Sonar Strike. Fair enough. Wait, they have 2 of those things? Well, we're just dead since they have Nocturnal Hunger in their hand. Okay, it turns out their deck's insane. What on earth? Yeah, double iridescent in hand. Oh, this is gonna be a rough game. Let's bring in the second crumb and get it as well. Actually, we have a lot of good cards versus them. Yeah, you know what? I don't even need the second crumb and get it. We have a ton of good cards. We have a bunch of counters, a bunch of protection effects, a wrath. Their draw, maybe that game was just too good, but overall their card quality also looks extremely high. Yeah, not gonna be an easy one to win. Okay, this is a really good hand. If I can just find a third land to go turn 2 Nettleguard, turn 3 Mentor, then we have a bunch of counter and tricks up. Perfect. Oh, please don't have the Sonar Strike. No! There's no way you don't attack here. Right? But that sucks now. That kills our removal. Yeah, there's the Zora line. Ay, ay, ay. Yep, gonna counter that. I can't play that, otherwise they can return the bandits with Zora line. And they're probably gonna do that anyways, right? Yep. So if they have 2 tricks here, we're gonna get wrecked. There's 2 ways I can play this. I could have gone for the shore up before blockers in case they have a Sonar Strike. But I'm expecting them to have a Nocturnal or something. Yeah, that we can just counter. Okay. Yeah, I wonder. You know, maybe there was a good chance that I wasn't supposed to attack with my Nettle Guard on that one turn, because we knew they had at least 2 Sonar Strikes in deck. Looks like they have another Nocturnal in hand or something. Yep. Gonna hold the land for their talent. Okay, I haven't lost, or rather, they haven't gained any life this turn. So that's not gonna trigger. No, that's a very good draw. I guess I do give them a fish here, yeah? No, actually, I don't need to do that. Nice, 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 nice. I take 2 more. Very good. Trade is great. And if they don't rip something, wait. Yeah, if they don't rip something next turn, they're basically dead. I thought that drew them a card even though that didn't trigger, but good stuff. Right, it triggered, but it didn't draw them an extra card. Okay, so I have no idea what happened in game one. Maybe they accidentally kept a one-lander and didn't get there, but their deck looked incredible. So I think we got a little bit lucky. They spotted us a win, and we were able to take one of the two games otherwise. Okay. 1-0. All right, match 2, game 1. Opponent goes first, and our hand looks great. Awesome. Turn 2 Beastbinder, turn 3 Plume-Creed is very, very good. Green-black. All right, Squirrels coming ahead. Turn 2 Forager. Oh, wow, we have the Host with Hop to It and Rabbit, actually. It's also very good. Yeah, maybe I just lead on Host here anyways, instead of the Plume-Creed. Okay, well, definitely if they're killing my Beastbinder, then I think we'll go with the Host. Jeez. Well. So remember, Sword gives pro blue and red. There's no point in me trying to leave back the fish to block. And Strike only deals 4 damage because that's a 5/5 now, so. Yeah. They get to hit me for 5, kill the fish, and draw a card. That happened. Fortunately, I go pretty wide here. Alright, not bad. Yeah, we're doing okay. I don't mind chumping a bunch of these 1/1s off. Post-combat, alright, because they didn't have any food or forage otherwise. Share pot that makes food. Um... Okay. So, power pump here. +1/+1 here. Power pump here. +1/+1 here. Sword of Fire and Ice, not good enough, my friend. Now we're going to start slamming flyers and get them that way. Question is, if they share pot my host, do I shore up? Probably. They cannot really attack here. Right, nice. Now we go flyer, pump, flyer, pump. They do have access to 2 mana because the Forager, notably. Okay, but looks like they didn't have anything to do with it. Great. So if Savior dies, I also get back my Beast Binder. It's looking good. What's your plan here, friend? Pass? Alright, let's just go to combat. Consumed by greed. Okay. Getting back their Forager. Interesting play. I guess we want to go make all of our creatures 2 power when they're at 2 life. Means that they have to sack the food for life, right? So Season of Loss doesn't work here either. Because the Jackdaw Savior brings back a bunch of stuff from the yard. Alright, so Forage, draw a card with Overseer, gain a life. Or rather, lose a life. is futile. All right, I would like to go to combat. So go back up to 4. I think it's a little too risky to attack with the rabbits in case they did have a way to survive somehow. Okay, so squirrels with a sword of fire and ice looks beatable. Yeah, let's just run it back. Good enough for me. All right, game 2. Let's go. Actually, that would be something cool to assemble together. Get a bunch of my flyers, including the Jackdaw, on the battlefield, and then Wrath. Ooh, I'm really close to keeping this on the draw. Carrot Cake and Sonar Strike. I'll mulligan it, but I think that was legitimately not like a crazy keep. This hand, I wouldn't call it better, but it does have more land. Okay, getting better with the Beastbinder draw, that's for sure. I mean, if I find a third land, we'll be fine. Ah, man, what a curve that is. Very nice opener from the opponent. Yep, take 3. Oh, boy. That is also very, very bad. Sheesh. I could also turn off an Overseer there to try to deny them card draw, but I think this is fine. Yeah, there's that. Okay. So sack a food and then draw 2, maybe? Oh, pass. Interesting. Okay. Guess they're gonna draw 2 now. Why didn't they do that on their turn, though, since they missed a land drop? It's a damned if I do, damned if I don't. Like, if I don't shrink their Vine Reap, they get to attack with it. But if I don't target a Mint or an Overseer, then they get to draw extra cards, you know? Now remember, the Beastbinder can be blocked by the Overseers. Alright, cash grab. I assume they're looking for lands here. That's going to give them another food, so we're going to start wanting to hold up Crumb and Get It. A land wouldn't be a bad draw next turn, so I could play Squire and hold up Crumb and Get It. Okay, not bad. Yeah, this is gross. Awkwardly, I think I'm still supposed to just keep shrinking their mentor. Like, with that many cards in their hand and them missing lands, I kind of want them to just keep drawing cards. Because that makes them pay extra life. So now if our Seed Pod Squire dies, we can get back the Plume Creed. It's kind of neat. Seven cards in their hand. Consumed by greed. So if I sack the Seed Pod, we get back our Plume Creed. Okay, well, this is very good for us. It's fine. We're actually going to turn off their Forager now. Ooh, that was a really good draw too, but... Remember, they can block with the Overseers, which they should probably start doing soon. Not yet, okay. Alright, I love seeing this. That's Desperation activation. And now they don't have a blocker for Beastbinder, so they are just dead on board. Well, that's an insane card, but that doesn't do anything here, sadly. Alright, swing out. Okay, let's go. Well, Blue-White Flyers doing okay here. 2-0, and we get to play for a trophy. Let's go to the final round. Alright, match 3. Very easy keep on the draw, so we get some extra draw steps plus scries to try to find a blue source. Versus the Froggies. Okay. Now that we drew the island, I don't need to play the cake out. Let's just get the more relevant creature online. Start attacking and turning off creatures. Ooh, double Pondy. Oh. Swords? That hurts. Alright, now we're just going to look for land then. Yep, easy keep. It's funny to compare the cards that they have as special guest, you know. Swords versus Frogmite, like, come on. Let's play our 3-1 and pass. We're just going to go for the Night Fishers. Night Fisher into Night Fisher is pretty good. Okay. I think it's better just to find a land here. Or not. Ah, man, this is the turn where resolving Night Fisher would have been so good. I will say, versus Green-White, Starfall Invocation should be pretty nice. You know what, I'll just take the hit here. I was thinking about double blocking with the 3-1 and the 1-1, but no need. You'll love to see that. They should not be targeting this. Okay. They should be targeting the Nettle Guard there, because now they're just giving me the option. Yeah, I mean, look how bad this play was now. I can Nettle Guard back my Night Fisher and whatnot. I think we're just gonna set up and pass. My other option there was just to not do anything, like just get back my Night Fisher. Had I drawn a land, I would have killed the Banishing Light and then played the second Night Fisher, but this doesn't feel like a position where I'm gonna need to Starfall Invocation unless they go super wide in the next few turns. Like a redundant Elder doesn't do anything. Those don't do anything extra in multiples, you know? Okay. I guess they could have a Polywallop. Well, if they have a Polywallop, they're gonna get it anyways. That... They already had 3 cards in their graveyard. Look, I'm as confused as anybody else here. All I know is that the time of the Night Fisher is now. Alright, there's one kill. What is happening? Pretty good draw. Maybe they have a Wrath and they just don't have double white yet? Okay. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should be trading for their Sticky Tongue. Oh, I'm getting punished huge here. A third Banishing Light. Oh, that's on me. That's my fault. Wow. Well, this is one of those games where I probably should never have lost, and now I'm probably losing. Jeez, and all these pawn profits are cycling back cards, so it's not even like I'm getting them very good. Alright, well I hope they don't pump and play another creature. It's only one extra damage, so they might not. Darn it. Okay, that wasn't a bad draw. That is annoying. And they have a Crumb and Get It too? Oy. So what was I not supposed to do this game? No, maybe I didn't make a mistake. Like, the play of blocking with the Nettle Guard made sense. I'm certainly not playing around them having a third Banishing Light like they did, you know? Alright, that's great. Now they can't attack this turn. They will be able to attack next turn, though, and again, I am putting them on having the Crumb and Get It. That made no sense. Wait, was that a shame scoop? they still had a 4-4 versus my 3-2 and stuff. What just happened here? Okay, we are getting some really weird games of Magic. Anyways, Crumb and Get It, not great versus triple Banishing Light, but it's still fine versus like Polywallop. And it's nice to have a potential combo of, you know, giving my own creature indestructible and then wrathing. Crier seems bad versus them as even as a 2-drop. Let's just bring in the Spell Gyre. Oh, Magic's a hard game. All right, next game. Like the thing, I was still losing that last game, even with that 1-1 jump attack. I could only block their 4-4 with my 3-2. They had me on a, what, a 2-turn clock, and they had a food. So I don't know, man. Do they? Oh no, they leave now. This will have been the weirdest draft. Game 1 of the first round, our opponent just inexplicably conceded. I mean, again, maybe they kept a 1-lander and didn't get there or something. But then their deck looked incredible and we squeaked out a win. Yeah, alright, well, I'll pause and we'll bring it back after we see what happens. And in a very anticlimactic turn of events, our opponent just, I guess, shame scooped the entire match. Alright, so I am going to say we 3-0'd, but obviously with a very large asterisk. This was a pretty good deck, though. It's not like this deck couldn't 3-0, but I mean, we had some literal non-games there. So that's Magic, baby. As always, friends, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.